been a good week. I think our kids understand the challenge that's ahead, and they've been pretty tuned in, locked in, and I expect them to play with great enthusiasm, and hopefully we can execute and find ourselves in a competitive ball game. That would be the goal in the second half, to be in it. And so I've been pleased with the week, though, really.
TJ Green, CJ Daniels, how have they progressed this week?
Both TJ and CJ have practiced. Both could go. Is it smart? I don't know yet. I think, it would probably be in their best interest if we gave them one more week. So that's probably what will happen, but I don't want to be held to that. They both have practiced.
On Monday, you expressed some frustration with Salter. Has he improved in your eyes? And have y'all had to sit down and watch film together?
Well, let me be clear. Maybe I came across. Frustration, I don't think, is the word. It's disappointing that we haven't, coached him well enough to take the gimme throws, and we have got to get those so that we stay on schedule and stay out of these third and longs and stuff. And so has he improved? I don't think you really ever know that until you get some real live looks at it. We'll find out, come Saturday. But the thing, listen, he is I love about him. He is no excuse maker. Zero. It is. Yes, sir. I know I should have seen that, and I want to do it better. And he's going to work to do that, and hopefully you'll see that he's improved some on that come Saturday.
Saw on Tuesday's practice, didn't see Javon Scruggs out there, and saw Brylan Green. I think in non-contact jersey, are they going to be good to go?
Yeah, Brylan is good to go for sure. He was in a normal jersey today. Corey Jones, expect him to play some also. Javon kind of up in the air.
Okay. Was it something in rep? Because it seemed like Javon after Saturday's game, he was fine.
Yeah, I think he's fine. He just this world we live in, there's a lot of things floating around.
Go to Sam online from Deacons Daily.
After limiting Mike Wright to only 17 rushing yards last week, do you plan on using Caden Salter differently this week?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
After limiting Mike Wright to 17 rushing yards last week, do you plan to use Caden Salter differently against Wake Forest?
No, we'll kind of do the same plan. We don't, Caden's not a guy that I want to run a large portion of the time, but he obviously can do it when he has to, and hopefully he will when he needs to.
What concerns you most about their defense, just after this week, watching your team and what they're able to do out there?
They're big and fast and strong and get off blocks extremely well. Zero's a heck of an addition to them. The D tackle from Richmond, he's the best we've seen all year. He's very talented, and they're physical. They tackle well. They're in the right spots. I mean, you've got to block and you've got to sustain it, and it's hard to sustain drives against quality defenses like that without creating some explosive plays. So hopefully we can find a way to do that.
On the other side of it, you look at Sam Hartman and teams that have gotten to him pressure-wise or picked him off. I mean, it seems like he can still go out there and find a way to get it done, even if he's got to fight through some of that. Is that kind of a concern that's like, man, we might play really well, but he's still going to burn us a little bit?
That's exactly the way we feel. I don't think anybody has totally stopped him. I mean, he's a veteran. He's been playing this game since, I think, like 2018. And, I mean, he's had so many snaps, and nothing's going to rattle him. If you do something that surprises him early and gets to him, trust me, he'll adjust. He's going to make his plays, and we've got to be very stingy in the red zone, hopefully hold them to some field goal opportunities.
You mentioned Monday, like in that morning walkthrough, like trying to time that mesh and how slow it is. Sometimes the scout deep offense didn't really get it down. Did that help during the week that they were able to get that down?
Yeah, I thought our service team was great at it. It just, now look, that's not the only thing they do. I mean, that's, I don't know, in the 2 games, that's probably 20%. They do other things that are pretty good also, but that is something that's different. And their receivers are so talented that if you add somebody to the box, that the way they block that and the way they're patient with it, they can be behind you in a hurry. So it's a challenge. But I thought our service team did a great job of giving us good looks.
Have your kickers performed well this week?
They have. They have. Nick's done well. Hopefully it'll carry over into the game.
You talk about their receivers. How do you approach guys like A.T. Perry and Donovan Green on the Wake Forest side?
You can't double both of them and stop the run. So you've got to be, smart at what you're doing. But at some point, our kids are going to have to, play them in some one-on-ones. And there's just, and when that happens, hopefully we can find a way to win some of those one-on-ones and not lose them all, because ultimately this game kind of comes down to that. At some point, there's going to be me against you, and I've got to guard you. So that's a tall task. But, again, our kids will be excited to try it.
How's that tackling improved this week on the defense?
Well, we don't tackle, so we practiced the against the wheels and all that stuff, but I'm not sure how to do that anymore and stay healthy.
Clawson had a lot to say, great things about your team, says you run the same scheme they pretty much do. What are your comments on that?
Oh, I think it's accurate. I think we're very, very similar. There's a few differences, but like I said Monday, I have great respect for him and his program and what they've been able to achieve, at a place where most would say probably roster-wise it's not equal to some of the ones in the conference, and he's yet found a way to compete and win. And you got to give credit where credit's due. They've done that, and we are very similar.
Do you think your O-line is ready for the challenge against the Wake Forest front and their linebackers?
We're going to be optimistic and confident going in. I think our O-line's played well. They've protected well, and but this will be even a bigger challenge. We've faced 2 pretty good D-lines, and this will be another test for us.
Where do rotations come into play against a team that runs this kind of RPO?
Well, it's hard to rotate against them. They go tempo also, just like we do on third down. It's hard to get your guys in and out. You have to be very smart when you do that and make sure they're not going to tempo you. So that's another challenge that we'll have.